Sometimes team leaders ask me, so what am I supposed to do when I want people to do something different? In other words, things are typically okay when it's business as usual, but when there's a big change, people just don't want to do it and they fight all the way. And what I tell them is you've got to help them understand the answer to four questions. And the first question they've got to understand, and this is the most important question, is the answer to the question why. People, or at least adults, just don't do things unless they understand the reason for doing it. It's got to be a reason that makes sense to them. It's got to be a reason that they think is of value. And it's your job to figure out what that reason is and convince them in a way that they believe it as well. If you do that, then you're ready for the second question. And that's the question, what? People are going to want to know, what are you talking about? What do you have in mind exactly? So let's say you suggest as sort of overall, we need to save some money. We need to cut costs. And you tell them it's because the economy is down and sales are down and they understand the purpose. They are convinced of the why. Now, once you say, when you get to the what though, they're going to want to know, well, are we talking about laying people off? Especially, let's say you tell them we're going to try to save money on labor. Well, there's lots of ways you could do that. You could reduce overtime. You could go to reduced work weeks for everybody. You could lay people off. You could take a salary cut. People are going to want to know which option or options are you considering. Now, once you've done that, you're ready for the third question. That's the question, well, how? And, how exactly this is going to work. Let's say you decide you're going to shave some hours. They're going to want to know, well, then how are we going to get the work done? And what work isn't going to get done? And how's this all going to work out in the end? They've got to know as much as you know at this point. And what you don't know, you can tell them, look, I want to involve you in figuring this out. We can work together to try to get these answers. And then the final question is, how exactly does this affect me? How is this going to help me? How is this going to hurt me? Employees are going to want to know that. And so you might as well think about it before trying to get them to move ahead so you can help answer that question for them.